Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Countries' armed forces are capable enough to counter every situation apart from their duties at the border, says Rajnath Singh. Centre tells Supreme Court it is ready with new data protection bill and it will be introduced in the monsoon session of Parliament. Up to the public representatives to discuss the implementation of the roster system in the state, says FKJGP. And the country registers 5,676 new cases of COVID-19, 3,761 people recovered. And now the news in detail. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that the country's armed forces are capable enough to counter every situation apart from their duties at the border. He said the Indian armed forces are the best example in the world for their commitment and discipline. Singh was addressing the ex-servicemen of armed forces in the Kendriya Sainik Board meeting held in New Delhi today. The minister lauded the ex-servicemen's selfless effort to serve the society during COVID pandemic. He said these ex-soldiers are always ready to contribute in fighting any calamity in the country.
इसलिए हमारी सेनाओं की जितनी भी सराहना की जाए वह कम है। इसी प्रकार हमारे वेटरन्स भी फॉर्मली भले ही सर्विसेज से एग्जिट हो गए हों, पर उनकी देशभक्ति में, उनके जज्बे में और देश सेवा की उनके कमिटमेंट में कहीं भी किसी भी प्रकार की कोई कमी दिखाई नहीं देती है। जब भी देश को जरूरत होती है बराबर वो अपना योगदान देते हैं। और आप लोगों को याद होगा कि जब हमारा देश कोविड के संकट से गुजर रहा था तो सेनाएं वो देश विदेश में सहायता के लिए जुटी ही थीं। राज्य सैनिक बोर्ड से हमारे वेटरन्स भी बड़ी संख्या में दवाइयों, वेंटिलेटर्स, ऑक्सीजन और अन्य प्रकार की राहत सामग्री के साथ देश के कोने कोने में अपनी बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका का वो निर्वाह कर रहे थे।
The centre today informed that the Supreme Court that a new data protection bill is ready and will be introduced in the monsoon session of Parliament. Attorney General R. Venkat Ramani told a constitution bench headed by Justice K.M. Joseph that the bill is ready. The bench, also comprising Justices Ajay Rastogi, Aniruddha Bose, Rishikesh Roy and C.T. Ravi Kumar, took note of the submission. They directed that the matter be placed before the Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud so that a new bench can be constituted as Justice Joseph is set to retire on June 16. The matter has been posted for hearing in the first week of August 2023. The Federation of Khasi, Jaintia and Garo people, FKJGP, said it is up to the public representatives to discuss implementation of the roster system in the state. President of FKJGP, Dundee Cliff Kongsit, said that they recently met the chairman of Meghalaya Public Service Commission, MPSC, to get clarity on the issue. He hoped that the roster system will not affect the bond among the three tribes of Meghalaya, the Khasis, Jaintias and the Garos.
Ya सरकार ने बदबाग में चली गई। नवा बलियो दादा निको अपने ने रोस्टर सिस्टम में हम पर काम में रोस्टर सिस्टम जो कर रहे हो। टिकटन की ऑफिस की बादान जो कर रहे हैं लड़ू की पॉर्मेंट शुआ। उनका मौक की डिस्ट्रिक्ट सिलेक्शन कमिटी DSC। तेरे क्या कब शतीर किंजन जा रहे? अनुमान बन थेप शो कंता नंबर अल्लाह से तल पट फिलिंग वीडियो जो ही या कता के जो स्टॉप जो नाम। तेरे के एक बार ni expect dengan kaseng kalau ba ibu ajing start jogi nong ke nong mikmat ke jogi kaba kumlu ba kinyatai mo ya kaba anum dan kadulu bata ka jing phe so jat den riu ke re kin sim dul di mo byang tam ya kaba omni ban phai ya kaba sedien ke kumlu ba ngin sedang ba ke ban sedang nang ni smart.
Union Minister of Tourism, Culture and Development of Northeastern Region, G. Kishan Reddy, today said the centre has spent 5 lakh crore rupees in the last 8.5 years in the Northeastern Region. Speaking at a program in Agartala, Reddy said that the government is committed to bring in a world-class infrastructure in the Northeast. He asserted that nearly 78 crore rupees are being spent on railway projects in the northeast. Expressing confidence that the northeast will emerge as the growth region of the country, he reiterated that this particular region can be a window to South Asia. Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Minister Dharmendra Pradhan today launched the digital version of Employability Skills Curriculum for students enrolled in India's Industrial Training Institute in New Delhi. It has brought together government skill training institutions, civil society organization, industry and corporate social responsibility partners to help young people acquire critical skills for the future. Speaking on the occasion, Pradhan said the government is focusing on establishing a skill-based learning structure that complements knowledge-based learning among students. The country has registered a total of 5,676 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. The Union Health Ministry said a total of 3,761 people have recovered from COVID-19 during the same period. The ministry said there are now 37,093 active COVID cases in the country and the recovery rate currently stands at 98.73%. The ministry said over 220 crore 66 lakh vaccine doses have been administered across the country so far. And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 25.7 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 14.9 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 39%, while in the evening it stood at 28%. The forecast: light rain is very likely to occur at isolated places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. Before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. Country's armed forces are capable enough to counter every situation apart from their duties at the border, says Rajnath Singh. Centre tells Supreme Court it is ready with new data protection bill and it will be introduced in the monsoon session of Parliament. Up to the public, representatives to discuss the implementation of the roster system in the state, says FKJGP. And the country registers 5,676 new cases of COVID-19. 3,761 people recovered. And that's all we had for you in today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us. And from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.
जागृति जी, मेरी बिटिया 1 साल की है और उसके लिए अक्सर हम खिलौने लाते रहते हैं, लेकिन इन्हें खरीदते वक्त बस एक ही डर सताता रहता है। क्या उसके लिए ये खिलौने सुरक्षित है भी या नहीं?
बात तो सही है, चिंता तो